After work, we all want to use our time more wisely. No one wants to feel like they're wasting their time because we know life is short and obviously we want to enjoy it. But first of all, wasting time is not the same as just being productive every minute of every single day. I've seen a couple of videos on YouTube which are very geared towards productivity hacks and how to maximise every minute. In fact, I saw a video the other day which recommended having books on your phone so that when you're in the queue waiting to get a coffee, you can be reading a page of a book while you're doing that. You don't have to fill every minute to have a productive life. You don't have to micromanage your day because that's a fast track to total and utter burnout. Our brains are tired enough. We're mentally overstimulated, we're drained after work, and we're just bombarded with constant self-improvement and optimization culture. But we're allowed to switch off after work without being guilted into thinking we're wasting our time. Because it might actually be the most valuable thing you can do. Rest is needed. I'm going to say it again. Rest is needed. So right now I'm going to give you permission. You don't have to be productive. It's more about being intentional with your time. And intentional might mean resting. So here are the 4 things that I did to stop wasting my evenings and to feel like I was being more intentional with my time so that, I could actually enjoy my evenings. So the first one is most of us do spend a lot of our time scrolling social media, binging Netflix, but sometimes that is exactly what you need. If you've had a really busy day at work and you're feeling really stressed and you just want to chill out, there is literally nothing wrong with that. And my challenge for you today, as you're watching this, if you take one thing from this video, please take this. Don't think of this as wasting time. Instead, you've got to reframe it. Say out loud, I am exhausted and tonight I'm just going to chill out. And that is not wasted time. That is what I need right now. And then let's say another night, you have a little bit more energy. You're not quite so mentally drained, you're feeling a little bit more productive. I think of this as the kind of rule of 3s. And that is to have 3 different things. 1 is for fun, 2 is to learn something new, and 3 is to do something totally different that you wouldn't normally do. So this is really good because it helps you to kind of open up your mind into new things. It's helping to develop your identity and the things that you're interested in. And it helps with a bit of growth and a bit of enjoyment. So in this one, a little bit of a light productivity hack. But it's a really nice way to think of it. This could start off as you're going to watch something on YouTube or Netflix. So you could watch something fun, like something funny. You could watch something where you get to learn something, or you could watch something that you wouldn't normally watch to kind of expand your world into something new. And you could do the same with books. I love going to the library and picking up books because you're not having to pay for a book. If you don't like it, you can just bring it back. It's not the end of the world. And you could also do it with other hobbies, like say you play a musical instrument and you play the piano. You could do one which is your favourite one. You could learn something new, or you could do one which isn't your type of style or the type of music that you would normally play. And it's just to kind of make things a little bit more interesting. And I just love that as a little productivity hack because it changes your mindset a little bit. And the third one, do one thing every night which is intentional. Set yourself a wee mini goal for whatever is your biggest priority right now. For example, you are working on a side hustle, or you're wanting to launch a business, or you've got a goal which you're working towards. Whatever your next goal is, do one thing for that. And it doesn't matter how small it is. It could literally be as small as I'm going to post one story to my Instagram stories, and that's it. Because one tiny little bit of movement added up every single day is going to make so much more of a difference than trying too hard and being mentally exhausted after your full normal work day to then come home and be like, right, now I'm going to do absolutely everything. Sometimes you're going to be able to do that, but you can't do that every night. Some days you're going to feel really productive, really energized, and you will be able to work till 1 a.m. if that's what you need to do and if that's what you like to do. But this is for on those nights when you're not feeling that energized. One small task. It could be reading a chapter of your textbook. It could be writing down 10 new ideas to market your business. Anything which makes you feel like 5 minutes of your time, 10 minutes of your time maybe. But as I said, if you're feeling really motivated and really energized, that one thing could be a big thing. It could be, today I'm going to rewrite my entire email sequence. Or today I am going to do a full chapter of my book. But it's all about one thing. Just pick one task. Small or big, depending on how you feel on the moment. And the fourth one is to shift your body out of how you currently feel. So if you're currently mentally exhausted, then doing a physical activity is really good because it helps to bring your brain out of that drained feeling. On the other hand, if your job is physically demanding and you're physically exhausted, you can do something more mental, which is then going to use the other side of the brain. And this just helps your brain to shift from one side to the other so you come out of that work mode and it helps you just to relax a little bit. So for example, let's say you're mentally exhausted, you've had a really stressful day, you've had a million meetings and your just brain is fried. You could go for a walk. You could do some stretches, you could do a little bit of mobility work, you could do some Pilates. As a Pilates coach, I'm obviously going to always advise that you should do some Pilates because it's very good for your body. And in fact, I have an after work Pilates body stretch that you can do, which I will link up here. And it's just to help bring your body back down, clear your head, move through your back, your shoulders, especially if you have been kind of sitting at a desk and you're, a bit tense. And these are just some of the ways that I started to enjoy my evenings again and to give myself permission to not always have to be productive. Because you don't have to think of a quiet evening as being a waste of an evening. Rest is essential. When you do want to do a little bit more, you can use the rule of 3, something fun, something to learn, and something new, just to help expand your world. And to do one intentional thing every evening, no matter how small or big that thing is, set yourself a task. And that helps to make it manageable and actually doable without burning yourself out. You've got to learn to listen to your body. That's a really important thing. Free everything up, get rid of that anxious, stressed energy and start to feel good again. And as I said, if you want to do a stretching, relaxing video after work, give this video a watch. Follow along and de-stress with me so you can forget all about work and enjoy your evening. Thanks so much, and I will see you over there.